All right, testing. What's up? Can you hear my voice? Let's go, YouTube fam. I do believe we are live on YouTube and Twitter. We will be gaining more platforms soon. Please confirm if you can hear my voice. Is the music there? Is the music too loud? Is it vibey? How are you feeling? I see the crew is in the building. Just checking the YouTube live stream. It looks like we are live. Please confirm if you can hear my voice. I think this is the most likes we've got this quickly. So let's go. And I love that. Mr. Jordan, LF grow. And you know what? Because this is YouTube, I can say, let's fucking grow. I can swear I can do what I want. Let's fucking grow. All right, blah, blah. First time I do believe from Italy. Oh, let me just put my heart out to this crew. Let's go. Crypto Povar, Kitana, Sailing Fish and Twins, Mr. Damien. Oh, for those of you who don't know, Mr. Damien is up and coming as my assistant in the space, and he is killing it. All right, hit the like button. Thank you, Dark King. And I'm loving the new name. I know your son changed the name, but I'm loving the new name. All right, Crypto Povar, let's go. We're going to look at your Matic trade, see how things are going. I hope it's looking juicy on your side. Jordan Burgess, a man after my own name. Let's go. All right, you can be here because you're on holiday, blah, blah. Very nice. And I do believe that is Grazia from Italy. And Aika, welcome, Amana. So if you are here, oh, you're shorting Matic. All right, let's go, hedge trading. Very nice. Okay, we're going to talk about all the trades. This is going to be a stream for the history books. I have a lot to talk about, and I have also a little bit of a different style that we're going to bring into it. All right, Damien, lovely to have you. Aika, Valentine. Let's go. All right, so give me a confirmation. Is the voice clear? Is the music all right? And of course, make sure you are signed up under my link. Let me know if you need any help. I can always assist. There's always a way if you have an account on another affiliate or whatever. But yes, we are working on some more amazing giveaways. And as soon as I receive the next batch of funds from Bybit, all the previous winners for the last 2 or 3 streams will get their rewards. So watch out for that. And of course, please do drop the comments. Make sure you drop the comments if you are here so that I can reward you. And let's go. Drop the alpha. I'm going to start with all the important stuff. Drop the alpha in the chat so that you can bring it to the crew so we can literally grow together. I love what Jordan said there in the group. I'm going to call him, let's say, Tall Jordan. I'm relatively small, so he's Tall Jordan. And I love that. Let's fucking grow. All right. And of course, please do smash the like button. Smash that like button. I do want to see the same amount of likes as viewers, and I see we're pumping it. So thank you everybody for being here. Let's get straight into it. Do I have confirmation? Loud and clear. Hearing voice and seeing face. Very nice. Everything fine. Told Jordan, let's go. All right, Cameron in the building. Oh, we have such amazing stuff coming to SA. I can't wait to share it with the crew. I can't share it yet. All right, questions coming in. How to close a trade in Bybit fast, but without big fees? What a beautiful question. So you can use multiple ways of actually using a limit order where you want to get out quickly. And I'll show you how to do that. You just got to make sure you're out of the spread. And one trick on Bybit for using a limit order to exit a trade is to use a trailing stop. Because a trailing stop can be tight within your spread, but it will still execute as a limit order. And when I heard that, I fell in love with the trailing stop. Yeah, really awesome. All right, so no further ado, let's get into it. Let me share my screen. Please confirm if you can see my screen. Oh, I love the energy. Let's go. All right, so watching my previous streams, I feel like I have been going very fast. And that is my nature, but let's try take it slow today. I've got a lot to talk about. Feel free to invite your friends and family. I'm going to try a little bit of a different style. We're going to look at a naked chart first, and we're going to bring our group, our pooled minds to this naked chart. All right, almost missed, no stress. All right, so never use the trailing stop. Let's go. I'll even do like a demo live trade to show you how to use the trailing stop. All right, so Doge, of course, let's go. Well done. And XRP, we're going to talk about, for those of you who don't know the news, it's like, woohoo! That day the XRP army has been waiting for years has finally come. Oh, I woke up this morning with the biggest smile on my face, because how many times have I told you that XRP is not going to die? XRP is going to be here. XRP's been going sideways. Sideways is good. Accumulate, be the whale. And yeah, we can see here the strategy is playing out. Finally, my XRP DCA bot is in profit. Let's go. I've really been patient here. Average buy price 56, current price 61. Finally, the profit on the DCA bot is starting to roll in. And we can see how the successful DCA bot works here with the P&L on Solana. And the rest just waiting to pop off. You buy the blood, you be patient, you wait for it to pop off. Look at Solana, buy price, average 33. And everyone who asks me advice on a fund, I will tell them, DCA bots, number one, first thing you do is find your top 40 useful coins in the market. It doesn't have to be the top 40, but I would say top 40 coins in the market. Do your research on what you think is going to be fundamentally useful. Throw them in a DCA bot. Be patient. How long has this been running? Okay, so 193 count. So I haven't hit it for all of the days. Oh, there we go. 385 days. So I have paused it by taking funding out of my funding account, which is currently the way to pause it. I have heard directly from Mr. Benzu, the CEO, that very soon, very soon, we will be able to pause our DCA bots. We will also be able to edit the parameters on the DCA bot without terminating it. And we will also be able to take partial profits. So this is also Ben, the CEO's favorite bot. And we can see why. The market is red. The market is bloody. I'm sitting here in a 58% profit on this DCA portfolio. Okay, I hope everyone's with me, and let's have a look. Matic, so there you see, Crypto Povar, I'm with you. Matic, for me, does have the use case for the future. I am invested in it, and in a very nice way, in a DCA way. So average buy price 67, current price 40. So I'm just continuing to buy the blood here. And well done for those of you who are being very patient. Okay, so let's just have a look at the trades right now. So I want to start with this trade that I'm in, which is very nice. I'm sorry I couldn't be with the crew when this dump was happening, but wow, very nice. And I hope the crew did enter on those signals that we always talk about, because this has just been such a lovely trade to play out, milk it. And yeah, the entry was just given to us on a platter. And we're going to talk about, you know, how I got into this. Oof, never use the DCA bot. No. So before you even trade, and Jess is the one when it comes to DCA bots. Oh, she's in the building. Let's go. So what Jess has done is actually made profits on DCA bots, balance the bots, make more profits, pull the profits out, and put it into property investment. And you can't get much more big brain than that. So congratulations, Jess. So impressed. And let's see. So I wanted to actually ask the crew here. I think it's super cringe to show your own YouTube, but help me out here. So Jess has helped me with this banner, and it's a work in progress. We did it quite quickly last night, but just let me know. What do you think? Is it cool? Is it lame? Is it cringe? Well, what's going on here? Oh, and we can see the subscribers just pumping. So thank you everybody for being here. This channel is going to the moon. I'm talking to some very big channel collaborators in Dubai who have taken an interest in my channel, and it looks like we're going to the moon. So thank you to all the newcomers. And as I have said, everyone who is in my community now, when I drop the Discord link, you will all be in there for life as VIPs. And that Discord is going to be a paid VIP trading Discord. Hey, let's go, mastermind. All right. It's cringy. So that is my favorite comment. Please help me to make it non-cringy. I need negative criticism, and you can see I'm not afraid of negative criticism. I'm an artist, so we thrive on negative criticism. So what's a cool banner? Ricardo says cool, awesome work. So is it the banner that's cringy, or is it cringy that I showed the banner? All right, let's talk about Ton. Awesome. A tutorial for DCA bot. We can do one now. It's so easy. I actually do need to set up a DCA bot because my Render DCA bot was terminated when Render changed their ticker. Looking like a slick racing driver. Let's go. Ike in the building. Alright, so I've got a lot to talk about, so I'm going to get straight into it. Love to have everyone here. And yeah, just to say thanks to those who are being patient. Read the bio on the copy trading. We are buying the blood. We're building a portfolio of position trades. And we can see now things are starting to look pretty juicy. And here's the pendle that I opened in the blood. We did talk about the pendle long trade. I said it was looking juicy. I entered on low leverage. Look at that. We are looking pretty good. 50 cents up from $2. So we're in the zone. We're in the zone is what I'm trying to say. All right, I'm going to go through it slowly. And I'm actually going to start with a naked chart. But first, for those of you who are zoomed into the chart, we can literally see that we are trying to establish whether we're going to lose this very important zone, which was our first support. We are coming back to test it. And I always talk about this as kind of like an apple, a worm eating through an apple. So this is one big liquidity zone here. And it needs to be, this is basically now a sell zone because we have lost it. So it's now resistance, and resistance means sells. So we have to, as the bulls, we have to now pump the price. So any whales, pump the price, unless of course you want to see low prices. I would love to rather get some more buys, add to my longs there, etc. I've already taken profits. Not too much, it was a small trade. I entered with $20 here. I took $150 profit here. So that is cool. I mean, 800% profit, not bad. I have left a little bit in the trade to come up here to the weekly SNR, to come up to the POC, etc. But I'm just being very conservative right now. First of all, it was a relatively small trade. Second of all, I have taken majority of profits right here. Even though it's quite likely that the worm will eat through this apple, maybe even with a retest to the bottom, and then come up to this value area low. And what I want to do now, and I'll tell you why I'm going to do this, because I think the best way to start your analysis daily is to open up a naked chart. And I get this from some of the most OG traders in the world. You want to not have analysis paralysis. You don't want your previous day, your previous week's analysis to hold you back on things that you might need to see which are arising at this time. Is everyone with me? I also want advice because I'm going to create a really cool intro song. I love the Crypto Banter Rand's intro song when it goes and then it like starts and it's like this mystical feeling. So let me know if you have any interesting ideas or references for that. But what I want to do is pull up this naked chart and I actually want to throw it to the crew right now. So yes, I've got so much TA we're going to go through now, so many patterns. And look at that, pumping 30 live viewers across the platforms. Let's see if we can hit 50. Let's do it. Let's do it. I love MT5 intro song. Interesting. I must check it out. All right. Following closely. Let's go. AI animated pic. So for the avatar. Interesting. Interesting. Sweep of the lows would be a huge gift. Oh, Damien, I can't believe how old you are and how wise you are. It blows my mind. Hey, let's go, Mr. McMahon. So such a busy man. So I think while I have McMahon here, I want to show this. So for those of you who don't know about Africa Rare, just get involved. Get involved. They were one of the first South Africans to launch a token. It's all about Web3. They've held some of the greatest Web3 events that have been held globally, and are so proud of the South Africans. And let me just show you what they have created. I do have it open right here. If you are into gaming, if you are into play to earn, and I know everyone here is, then just get involved in the last hodler. And I can give you some alpha here. Play this game and practice this game, because the whole point of this game is to be a competitive esports play to earn game. So the more you practice, and I know the crew is going to love this. So basically, Mick can tell me what's the price of like playing one game. But basically the way it works is everyone who plays in a tournament pays to play. The game gets 10%, the creators of the game, which I think is reasonable. And then the winner gets all the rest. So what's happening there is if you practice this game in the practice modes, in the demo modes, and you become good at it, you can actually take like $2 and build an account through winning. So it's almost like trading by playing a competitive esports game, and you can hear that I'm super into it. You can see it's Bybit sponsored, super legit and official. All right, so let's go. Tournament mode is 50 Ubu. So how much is 50 Ubu? Okay, I'll drop the link. Amana, practice and then come join our crew, because we're gonna make a team and we're gonna take the tournaments by storm. We're also gonna have an event in Cape Town to launch the game. All right, so I dropped the link. Okay, so it's about $2 a game. And then Mick, what would you win if you win? You'd win then about, if there's 5 people, you'd win about $20. So that's quite cool in terms of a risk to reward ratio, but obviously don't hop into the game if you're not good at it yet. And we have been practicing, so we'll even have some live tournaments online where we'll have each of our little avatars. And as you can see, it's sponsored by the best meme coins in the business. So very awesome. All right, thank you, Mick. Let's get straight back to the charts, because we have not even gotten into it. And we're already 20 minutes through the stream. Yeah, just $2 to play. But yeah, get good at it first. There is a free to play. So here we go. Right now there's a demo free to play. And after a while, I do believe the free to play will be taken down. So you can get your practice in now. Hey, let's go. Dylan Brummer, it has been a while. Amana, change the picture for your banner. Okay, so just give me like some advice there. I really struggle with self-promotion. It is an interesting game. All right, let's get into the TA. So this is our naked chart. Drop for me right now. And please do smash the likes. I see you have been smashing some likes. Awesome stuff. Is the music fine? Is everything cool? All right, so drop for me in the chat right now. I've got analysis, but I don't want to prescribe too much to you. I want to hear the genuine input from the community. I know you are all on your TA. So right now, any time frame, try to keep it to the daily. Let's look at the daily, at the naked chart. And there's pretty much one thing that's screaming at me right now. One thing to watch. All right, I think the crew is here to listen. But I will drop my Discord link soon. For my Discord server, because that way you can drop your charts in the Discord and we'll look at them together here online. All right, so I'm going to get into the TA. It seems like the crew is here to learn, or maybe some people are typing their TA. Okay, we will talk about TON. I literally have that here. I actually want to trade TON, even though it's ridiculous. All right, I will be dropping the Discord soon. It is set up. It is ready to go. That OB far left took liquidity beautifully. Yeah. Okay, so the main thing that I want to show on this naked chart, and one of the reasons to use a naked chart, is to be able to very easily identify your max lines, your extreme support and resistances. And in my opinion, I mean, this is a pattern that the bears would usually pick up on. And then the bears would, ride this pattern, adding to their shorts here and hedging long at the bottom. We can see market structure right here is on the downtrend on the micro. Remember, if we zoom out to the macro, we can see on the monthly time frame. It's also a nice reason to start with a naked chart, is so that you can flip through the time frames without getting crazy weird lines or anything. So we can see here on the monthly, there's a very tight range. I mean, this almost looks like a bull flag when you zoom out. So just don't hesitate to zoom out. I mean, it doesn't look like a top. I'm sorry, but it doesn't look like a top to me. This is a top where you get the spike. You get a double. This is like a real bit of indecision coming into the market. And if anything, a really nice rollover for, as Damien said, a sweep of some beautiful lows for some beautiful liquidity. And remember, this is the shape. This is the shape of human emotion. Forget about this noise. On the monthly time frame, we want to look for this. It's basically an S shape on its side. And this is human emotion. Excitement, euphoria, doubt, fear, pain, depression. And then the same thing back again. All right, and we're going to talk about fear. I'm going to take a few minutes shortly to talk about mindset. And I know Crypto Profile is going to enjoy it because that's his main thing, to get your mind right first before you trade. And I do agree. How can I type my TA? So just say like, oh, I see a symmetrical triangle on the 4-hour time frame, or I see a, yeah, just try to type it out into words. Maybe I'll quickly drop my Discord link. Let me know if I should just open Discord, drop my Discord link. All about your mindset. Mick is with us too. So just now I'm going to take down the charts and I'm going to talk about mindset, because yeah, I think we should actually have almost like a retreat in every session to just talk about mindset. All right. So I'm just going to keep going here a little bit on this naked chart, because I think the crew is just listening. Let me know if I should pop up the Discord. All right, so we're seeing indecision here in this downward sloping channel on the monthly. Of course, we're seeing this red dot on Market Cipher B playing out, and it just shows you, if you're not into Market Cipher B as of yet, try to get into it, because even on the monthly, which is a huge time frame, you can just see that as a spot portfolio tool, it's insane. It's the best indicator you could ever use. For those of you who are brand new to my streams, this is called the VMC Cipher B divergences. It is a free to use indicator created by CryptoFace, the OG. And yeah, it really is the best indicator to use, and it is the main indicator I use for this community. And on the monthly, we can see that there aren't many bearish divergences because it's such a big time frame. But when they do come in, of course you take them. Like right here, there was an actual bearish divergence from the last bull market. So it shows you how much FOMO comes into Bitcoin, that literally on the monthly time frame right here in 2021, we were at a lower high in momentum, and so price had come up 346% and momentum had actually dropped 13%. So one of the biggest divergences in the history of Bitcoin, and it just shows that everyone was in a super FOMO mood here. That's the euphoria, that's the ecstasy, that's the APIN where everyone was buying. And then right here, Market Cipher in this doji, okay, price action candle traders who saw the doji were like, yes, this is the end for now, at least. Like this doji, I call it the Jedi Sith doji. Just reminds me of that one lightsaber, that red dude with the little horns, the lightsaber like on both sides. And of course it's extreme indecision, and most of the time it does mean, yeah, at least a temporary reversal in the trend. But what I want to show you here is that the divergence printed, the bearish divergence, and that was literally, the play to go short. So when there's very few divergences, you're going to be trading the dots. And on the lower time frames, we don't trade the dots. Only on the higher time frames. Otherwise, you'll be riding the rodeo bull and getting thrown off. But on the monthly, just a dot can really tell you what's up. And I mean, look at this. It was a bearish divergence with a red dot. And it was just so awesome because everyone was in FOMO, and you could have shorted the market there 50% just using Market Cipher. And then it even showed you here. So you hold that trade until the next one. And these are spot trades. Those spot trades, or swing if you have the patience. But this is kind of like, okay, let me sell 5% of my portfolio here at the red dot. Then when the green dot came in this candle, that's where you buy back your little 5%. And Crypto Pova has been talking a lot about balancing positions. So swapping from Solana into ETH. When you see an asset overbought, you swap it into an asset that's oversold. And very clever, as long as you don't do it too much, you're patient to really see the one asset flip into overbought, the other asset flip into oversold, then you switch. If you switch too much, you're wasting money on your fees, etc. Anyway, so there was the green dot, there was a beautiful green trade all the way up 59%. Then the red dot came in. I hope everyone's following me. This is like playing a video game. You go short with the red dot right here, and there was boom all the way down. It was crazy, 65%. That's where the green dot came in. You can't make this stuff up. It's not like it printed, late or anything. It printed right there at our bottom, yo. So imagine You sold here 5% of your portfolio. Price then drops 62% and you buy that 5% back in. Price then jumps to the next red dot all the way up to here, 65%. Then we very quickly get a green dot and then it pumps up 183%. So Market Cipher B on the monthly is your spot portfolio, like messages from the gods, really, because you can't not trade these dots on the monthly, right? And what we saw here, the last dot that we saw, was this little beautiful little red dot. And if we go directly up to the candle, it was in this candle, and look at the dump that happened. Even if you got the worst entry in that candle, somewhere at the bottom of the candle, it was still a 16% dump. And right now we sit, if you're not in the short, if you're not in the long, you sit on your fingers on the monthly and you wait for the buys or the sells on spot. All right, I see the crew pumping. So awesome. I'm going to try get through a little bit more analysis, but it is my goal to go very nice and slow for the newbies today. All right, so now that we've looked at the monthly, and I mean, let's just do our proper due diligence here. Of course, you want to be throwing up your Fibonacci's. This is where it's at. And Damien talking about the lower zones and what a gift it would be to have a lower zone. Pull up your Fibonacci retracement from the bottom at 16,000. Pull it all the way up to the top, 74,000. And this is really where the big brain analysis is going down. Most of you know that Bitman is a highly experienced, high leverage, high margin trader who's been trading leverage for almost 10 years. And this is the chart that he's looking at. He's looking at the monthly Fibonacci's. How to access Market Cipher B. Okay, so come to indicators and type in VMC. There it is. Type in VMC or this Vu Manchu Cipher B with divergences, and you can see it's so much more loved than any of the other ones. So you'll see that the almost 18,000 likes will tell you that it's the correct one. Thoughts on Cipher on the weekly. All right, so we're gonna look at the weekly shortly. All right, let's trade this bull run together. Crypto Pova, I just love your attitude. I love your attitude. More of this on the monthly. Let's go. ETH ETF. All right, we can talk about the ETH ETF. All right, so not yet on a Bybit announcement. Still in beta testing. Okay, we're going to talk about mindset shortly. All right, so everybody, hey, the 618. That's the number, right? That's the 618. And no one talks about the 618 better than Jason Casper. Do yourself a favor. If you are not following Jason Casper, please do go follow him. Do yourself a favor. Follow him on YouTube. Join his VIP Discord. It's a steal. I mean, he's incredible. I've learned so much from him. And he calls the 618 the 618. The 618, and it's hilarious because he talks about the 618 as being that high school crush that you were always obsessed with, but you know you could never even have the guts to talk to. And when you finally do, so this is the OG trade right here that we're all looking for. We're looking for literally 38K for our actual juicy, high margin, high leverage swing trades in this zone. And we call it the 618, the girl that will only reject you. And I know there are women watching, and this is a very male-centric view. But when price comes here, it is so likely that we are going to be rejected back down to earth. And in this sense, it's actually quite bullish that the bear trend is very likely to get rejected. It's two bullish things. First of all, if we lose this 0.618, and if you feel fear right now going, oh my word, Jordan's saying Bitcoin's gonna go to 32K, then something's wrong. It means you're over leveraged in the market, you don't have enough on the side, and you're not ready for this kind of a black swan dip. And we could very likely see something like this happen. We're getting an awesome bounce, we're getting an awesome wick, but just don't be fooled. And Sailing Fishing Twins, I love how you're so on the 0.618. It is indeed my favorite number 2, the most beautiful number in the universe. And just remember that it's this zone, right? The golden pocket is not the 0.618. That is definitely where I will enter my long. But we have to be able to build our long all the way down to the 0.786. And if we lose the 0.786 to the downside, we're looking at an Elliott wave. And in my opinion, the Elliott wave is also bullish. So what Elliott wave theory says is basically that if we lose the 0.618, where the trend should technically continue, if it is a bull trend, then it is a break of market structure on our larger time frames. And there is a way to kind of find this. So if you pull a line out like this, that's actually our bull market trend. Do not fool yourselves. This is the bull market trend. So there's a lot of room back here, and the only reason we're up here is because of overpumpageness. So much bullish stuff in US politics, etc. Juanita, there we go. Oh, Mortal Kombat, love it. Okay, loving the background song. Awesome. Let me see if I can turn it up a little bit. I think the noise gate on StreamYard is very good. There we go. Let me know if it's too loud. And please drop your alpha. Drop your alpha. Smash the likes. I just have so much fun on these streams. I'm starting to get into the position where I will feel very comfortable to stream every day, which is awesome. Alright, just looking at the chat. Okay, so keep in mind, bigger brain stuff. We're all looking for the 618, and it's a little bit scary. Look at that. So it's lining up, and these are monthly candles. So we could literally see, one monthly candle down, another monthly candle down, another monthly candle down, and we could see a hit here of the confluence of the bull market support with the 0.618, and it could be swabam, let's go, 85k, the boost that we need. I think we are struggling to break all-time high resistance because we haven't had the swing low that we need. This was the last lower high on the actual monthly uptrend, or the last swing high. So actually, I mean, it's clear as day. It's clear as day, y'all. This is the resistance that we are looking at, and it is directly in the middle of the golden pocket. Because think about it, if we lose this, we come down all the way through the 40s and into the 30s, people are gonna shit themselves. They're gonna capitulate their accounts. They're gonna sell everything, and that's why I think we could get this wick down. We see how big money does step in. As soon as we reach a nice level, big money does step in, because let's be honest, there are so many OGs that really do want to buy crypto. So it's fine if anyone wants to sell crypto, the German government or whatever, and all of the crypto that is sold by, what we call retail, which is the little fishies, which is us, will just get bought up at these levels. And it's simple to see that the next level is very far down. Fibonacci is everything, and the next Fibonacci level is all the way down at 37k if we lose this. So just be careful, be realistic, do your monthly time frame analysis, your due diligence, and of course set your limit ladder entries. I know I talk a lot about the 3-pronged strategy, but DCA, limit ladder entries, and then buy the dip on the Fear and Greed Index and the regular strength index on the weekly. All right, so monthly, everyone just be aware, please, of that. Let's go down to the weekly. And what's great is now that you put the monthly in, you can take out the fib, put in the one line that we know is the most important, which is the golden pocket. If you want to remember, just put a larger trend golden pocket, boom. And you can even set an alert for if price does come down there. You can even set a limit ladder entry, which I would do. I have done on one account, and I'm actually going to do a tutorial on another account where I set up a ladder entry. So all of these buys are bigger, and they're weighted smaller as we get higher. So the lower that price dips, the bigger my buy will be. Everybody following me? And these are the main lines that I'm going to look at. I'm going to leave these lines on this chart so that in the future I can be the moon and I can say, just as predicted, we have hit the line. All right, so now the weekly. Let's go. Let's pull up Market Cipher. And here we can see that, yeah, things are happening on the weekly. There are divergences coming in, and these. So for the monthly, I would use Market Cipher for your spot portfolio. Where do I buy a bit of Bitcoin? Where do I sell a bit of Bitcoin? But a bit, not your whole portfolio. And on the weekly, cooking up some brekkie and this drum and bass in the background is groovy. Yeah, so this drum and bass is from Mr. Miguel from Bitman. I must have listened to this DJ set 100 times. It is so groovy. Alright, Valentine, so freaking bullish. Ton to $100. So I'm invested in Ton. So happy to be on the DCA. I need to reactivate my DCA. It was terminated with my render. Ton will go to 50 before this year ends because of the listing on Binance. Yeah, I do think Ton is moving. What's that? Obviously you don't like the moon. Did I see that? So many comments. Thank you, everybody. No, it's not that I don't like him. He's, one of the most successful Bybit affiliates. I look up to him. He used to be a cashier at a register, and now he's like not just a millionaire, he's like a multi-millionaire in dollars. So I respect him, but I think his analysis is a little bit too simple. When I was watching him, I was getting a bit wrecked. Yeah, and then when I found the Bybit communities, I all of a sudden stopped getting wrecked. His analysis for me is far too simple. Love the drum and bass. Let's go. All right, look at that candle on the weekly at the bottom of that channel. Yeah, I mean, it's a Thor's hammer. A Thor's hammer at support. Let's go. Someone has their big brain on. I love it. All right, so before we even bring up MCB, just be aware here, Mr. Cam, that this candle has 3 days to close. So I always say never trust a candle until it closes. All right, so let's talk about Crypto Rover. Okay, so Crypto Rover is coming along. It's coming along. It's almost like I can see him watching Jason Castor's streams and learning how to be like a good influencer. To be righteous in everything you do. Not just to shill your links and get people to trade so that you earn commissions, but to grow your community, to make that your passion. I've been watching Crypto Rover since he started. I was like one of the first people in his channel, and I have spoken to him personally, and he's a lovely guy. So yeah, I do prefer him to the moon. But watch Crypto Banter. Crypto Banter is amazing. Watch Sheldon Sniper. Alright, do I have new subscribers? Ibaugu, let's go. Yeah, so on Bybit it's not there. On Bybit it's not there because it's like an open source private community indicator. Alright, awesome. Yes, you do need to hold some Ton, but make sure it's on DCA. Don't just go buy it. Alright, lovely to have everyone here. Local is lacquer. I think South Africa is the best. Just follow Crypto Banter. That's all you need. Alright, thank you everybody for being here. We are pushing almost 40 across the platforms. I love it. And if you are on Twitter, rather come to YouTube and drop your comments because I can't see your live Twitter comments yet on my StreamYard. And please do smash the likes. I see we have had more views than likes, so please, if you are digging it, smash those likes. And thank you everybody for being here. It's such a comfortable, lovely environment to do our TA as a group. Awesome stuff. All right, so of course we are getting, a massive liquidity grab here, which is lovely. And, this could be what we call a short squeeze. So a lot of people did enter short here because they're hopping on the trend. They're having FOMO. And then they're so happy here, they probably didn't even take profit. They're just like, oh, I'm the genius, Bitcoin's going to zero. But they entered in a bad place, of course, to go short. So then the whales just say, okay, let's bounce this baby. Let's buy Bitcoin. Let's squeeze all the shorts. And yeah, I'll show you that's why I'm looking for slightly higher levels. And we're going to take it as it comes. All right, so very important here, bring up the market cipher. And you know what? I do chart on Bybit. I really do chart, but I chart very specific zones on Bybit, and I try to keep it very simple for stuff that I need on my charts while I'm trading. But use TradingView. Get yourself a subscription to TradingView. If you need my TradingView link, let me know. You will have some perks if you go under my TradingView link, but it's worth paying TradingView. It really is. And yeah, it's the best app for charting because it won't lose. You can see this whole chart for me is called the BTC investment chart. And I started it over 10 years ago and it still has, some of my historical buy prices on my one chart. Okay, so looking at the market cipher B on the weekly, very, very important. When we see a big, thick red dot, like an opaque red dot, it's another confirmation, a completely different confirmation to even this red dot and this beautiful red line. So there were 3 levels of confluence for this short just on Market Cypher on the weekly. And if we extrapolate from Market Cypher to the exact point that the bearish divergence printed. Hey, loving the stream, Kitana, thank you so much. We need short TikTok videos for DCA. Okay, perfect. Making notes right now. I did not think of a TikTok for DCA. That's cool. And MCB on TikTok. So TikTok has by far been my most reach. One of my TikTok videos has reached 2,000 views. So yeah, I'm keen to work on some of those. And just so happy to see that you're loving the stream. Smash those likes. I'm trying to go slowly today. Alright, so it's like playing Super Mario. I mean, look at that. Let's go. Market Cypher printed the short, printed the fat. I like to call it the thick sell sign. And that's a 20% down. Yes, baby. It then gave us this green dot here, which gave you this little pump in this candle. And then very quickly the red dot. And I mean, that's pretty amazing. Here's a red dot. I hope everybody's seeing this. Yeah, it's rodeo out here, but the red dots, they're even, very useful on this time frame. I would personally wait for the actual divergences. So this is the time frame that I would use for my swing trades. So portfolio management, monthly time frame, swing trades. And for those of you who don't know what a swing trade is, a swing trade is slightly different to a position trade, but similar. A position trade is for a useful asset in the long term, even Bitcoin, anything, but you're constantly adding to one big long position or one big short position if you think an asset is coming down. Swing trades, you want to open and close at the tops and the bottoms, and you keep them open for weeks to months. And we can see if you are swing trading on this time frame on the weekly, it takes ultra patience, but the profits are incredible. So right here we can see the swing trade was initiated at the bullish divergence. We only trade the bullish divergences. And we can see if you entered here at 19,000, you would have seen a little bit of red. You would have had to deal with a little bit of red. And if you did get stopped out on high leverage, you were given this gift from the gods right here. This little green dot. And like I said, I think on this time frame, all the way down to the 4 hour, you can trade these dots. You can trade these dots. And I've said before a few times, if you are using this indicator for the first time, take away the stuff at the bottom, because it's like it can get too confusing. So take away the SOMI wave. If you're starting to learn this indicator, you can see I've been using this indicator for years. I haven't even used the SOMI wave yet. Or the shaft, very interesting, like the shaft grenade from Metal Gear Solid. I even take off the stock divergences because they confuse me sometimes. But what I really want, I even take out the RSI hidden and regular. I only really use wave trend. So wave trend, regular divergences. This is what's very important. Wave trend, regular divergences. All right, Skiddy, I know this indicator is confusing, but let your brain dig into it until you get it, because you will never go back. Did everyone see Eldorado's trade? Did everyone see Eldorado's 2,000% ROI short from 70x, fully based on Market Cypher bearish divergence on the daily? It's beautiful. Okay, try to make your stream be live on TikTok and YouTube. Yeah, I've been trying to think how to do that, but it's just so difficult because TikTok is vertical, So what I've been thinking is I can have a phone mounted, for TikTok on me, but it's hard to share your screen to TikTok, but I've been thinking about it. Okay, so we might have a guest joining shortly. Let's go. Amazing how that triangle smashed up. No fake out, just rocketed up. Yeah, so, I mean, that was the ETFs having their effect. My trading skill took a 20x since I started watching your lives. Oh man! Oh, my heart. Let's go. Thank you, Dylan. What a G. All right, MC work from W and M. What about D? Yeah, we're going to get to daily. Oh, appreciate you, my brother. Let's go. Any gummy baked or Tuka holders? Yeah, I hold gummy baked. Not Tuka. I don't hold Tuka. I don't know why. It just hasn't tickled my fancy too much. I like the idea of decentralized, news, but I just think like it's a bit of a rude meme on Tucker Carlson. Even though I don't really like Tucker Carlson, no one does. But like, and then also there's a bit of Tucker is an AI meme, and it doesn't really streak my fancy so much. But I hold gummy, I hold baked. What I bought quite low on gummy, I hold. What I was airdropped on gummy, I hold. What I was airdropped on baked through my gummy staking, I hold. I will not sell it. I will sell it if BTC hits 100k, because that's when I'll sell most of my altcoin portfolio. Let's go. Alright, so let me continue with the swing trading. If you entered your long here, you would have closed it already, and you would be in the short if you're a swing trader. Remember, swing traders, like, just think of a swing. So when the swing comes up all the way to overbought, you enter the short, and then you swing it all the way down to oversold, and then you enter the long. And yeah, it's totally doable. I think we should all be swing traders, because this is the kind of thing, you can be a doctor, you can be a lawyer, it doesn't matter if you're full-time, if you have graveyard shift, whatever. You know, these trades come once every, let's see, the last long was 2 years ago, and you would have just closed it now in gigantic profits. So you would have entered the swing trade long here at 19,000. You would have recently taken profits at the bearish divergence printing right over here at 70,000. So you would have at 269,000. And remember, a swing trade is not a position trade. So a swing trade has leverage, 10x, 20x, 50x. And it's difficult to get into. I remember I was struggling to get into this trade, because here we got the bull, here we got the bullish divergence. I entered 100x, I thought, whoa, I'm going to be rich. We're going to the moon. And then of course I got stopped out here. And that was the whales doing a liquidity grab lower. And that's the typical chicken drinking water pattern, CDW, as Jason Casper has called it. So basically, here's the chicken, here's the head, here's the beak. It's the perfection. So basically, this is the bull. But then the whales come down to drink the lowest possible level they can before flipping up their head. Oh wait, here are the wings, very important. Terrible chicken. Okay, I hope everyone can see my chicken. And then, I can't remember if I got a long. I got spot buys when I saw this green dot come in, but then I was a little bit fearful, I must admit. At this point, I was like, oof, should I enter long again? I did buy on spot, luckily, so I am 260% on some of my spot buys up. But we can just see that the green dot was given to you right there. And like I said, you can trade these dots on this time frame. And sure, rode it all the way up. And it's simple to see here on the weekly what we're waiting for. You don't enter now because we're far gone from the bearish divergence on this time frame. And we're just waiting for the bull divergence structure, which is this. Same as here, we just need this. And yes, there might be that weird fake out again afterwards. But then look for that last nipple, that green dot that happened the last time. And yeah, this can take a long time, but we see here what we're looking for. We're looking for momentum to drop all the way down and create this structure, while prices are actually going lower. So be prepared for some blood, because for momentum looks like it has crossed down. Money flow pointing down. Interesting. Yeah, looking a bit concave, or let me say convex. But yeah, what we see is that it's all playing out. We got the bearish divergence. We're moving down to create. First, we need a trigger wave, and that is going to be a long. But then we're going to need higher momentum with another trigger wave. Boom, and that's where the bull will print. And in order for this to play out, and clearly we will need lower. So first, we will need to create a low here. So kind of confirm this as a low. And it's really nice that there's such a big wick here, because it can just be based on candle bodies. So say we make like a candle body low here, and then we make another low, even maybe just below that wick. Look what a beautiful bull that will be. Is everybody with me? Everybody with me. This is the big brain stuff that Market Cipher B teaches you. Alright. And can you see how much beauty comes from a naked chart? Are you with me? Make notes of what Jordan just said. Let's go. Swing trading is perfect for everyone. Perfect for everyone. Great information. Very nice. Please do smash those likes. Lovely to see everyone here. Gonna spend all day playing around with Cypher. Yeah, so just get obsessed with it. It is like a video game. What's really nice is like go on demo. Go on your demo account. Do whatever you need to do. Have a drop. Smash a gummy, whatever, and play. I'm not saying do that with real money, but play on a demo account. Because playing this, I mean, of course you're not going to go long, you know, where it's giving you the red. You're not going to do the opposite of what it says. And it's just so right every single time. All right, so let's go down to the daily. And I'm sure some of you are like, oh, I'm so sick of Jordan talking about Market Cipher B because you're afraid of using it and you haven't started using it. But we see my students like Eldorado starting to use Market Cipher B and all of a sudden becoming an OG, high leverage, high margin trader. Following, oh, Mr. Gibson in the building. What's up, my brother? And let me know, is Paul in the building? I know he's so busy, but I do want to talk about this phone collaboration. And we are going to have an AMA. So this is the awesome Android. And let me just bring up these charts. I have showed you before, but I'm starting to use it as my trading device. I'm trying to get used to Android. So let me know if you have any tips. But honestly, the screen size, these colors, because everyone's seeing this clarity and how it reacts. So this is now going to be my mobile trading device for when I need to trade. And I'm working on getting a device to give away in the live stream, which will be an AMA with BitMobile. So here's the alpha. Come to BitMobile at their Twitter. And I want to get the crew as many of these phones as possible. And we can see they have clout. They dropped a short of me talking about the phone, 14,000 views. So let's go. This is going to be awesome. We're going to have an AMA on their Twitter to boost them. They're brand new. They just produced 35,000 phones. Awesome, awesome company. All right. And of course, Gibson, yours will be on your way to you in Nigeria very soon, along with a Bybit merch pack. That's what's up, my brother. All right, there we go. You know, once you really know, you can never be sick of Market Cipher B. All right, we're pushing 40 across the platforms. Let's go. Can we get 50 live? Do you have a training? All right, so I'm busy with it now. It's taking a bit of time to edit. I haven't edited videos properly in a while. But yeah, I'm doing a full course on Market Cipher. And I think I'll release it in my Discord. Bring it on, baby. I need the phone. Mine is broken. Okay, so pop me a message and I'll, for this crew, so the phone is $250. And I'm pretty sure for this crew, I can get it for $200. And then we are also going to give some away for a new second phone. Yeah, I mean, I've always wanted an Android because if you're doing any kind of dev stuff, you need Android, right? To be a hacker, to do any kind of backend stuff. And, you know, if I pull up my iPhone, which I must say, I am an iPhone complete maximalist. Like, I love MacBook Pro, I love iPhones, I have an iPad Pro, I have an Apple Watch, I'm obsessed with Apple. But even the iPhone Pro screen is not as big as this. Look at this. It's like, it's better for trading. And what's so cool about this is because this is your Web3 phone, it's going to have all the Web3 dApps embedded on it that are on Bybit Web3. It means that this can just be your trading phone. And for $250, you can afford to buy a phone that's just a trading phone. And it's a nice goal. You say, okay, I'm going to trade intraday, trade this month, try and pull out enough profits in a month to buy this phone. All right, DevMan. It's all Jordan would know. There we go. I need the phone because I want the phone. Okay, cool. So I'm loving the naked chart analysis. It has really been, I think the best way to flow in your analysis is to start from a naked chart. Looks like Rodini. Dynamo. Interesting. What is Dynamo? Very interesting. Yeah, and Jordan, I need you to give me a course on Android. So, all right, let's go. Perfect. Make sure to join the AMA. You want to be there for that phone giveaway. Okay, so I hope everyone's with me. We are now on the daily, and I'll show you Eldorado's beautiful trade. Eldorado entered the trade from right here. It's lovely, peeps. It's lovely. This is why you want to use this indicator. And I would say, if you're new... Oh, Demo, what's up? What's up? All right, the background song is lit. Let's go. Okay, so if you want to use this indicator, I would say start with the monthly. You're going to have to wait years for your trades, but start with the monthly. At least identify where the last trade was, what you're looking for the next trade, then do the weekly, and then come to the daily and stop at the daily. Just stop at the daily on Market Cypher B until you're really comfortable with it, because the daily is just throwing us trades left, right, and center. Some beers with the crew. Yes, definitely. So come through to the office. Come into my office. One day I'll turn the camera and I'll show you the studio. We've got lots of space here. This is basically a trading den. I have multiple devices set up for traders. We have 4K screens with the charts on them. And what I'm building is what I'm going to call, the name's taken, I have to think of another name, but like a crypto lounge where I'm going to invite all of the biggest VCs, startups, all of the alpha crew, and we're going to sit on a couch live on YouTube and we're going to chat. And some of you do know Mr. Gideon Greaves from Venture Capital, CVVC. And yeah, he's bringing us his startups. Next time I come to your studio from Russia, let's go. Yeah, so Jordan and Paul did join me in the studio. It was so lovely to have the first traders in the trader den. Okay, so there was Aldo's trade. He entered 100x short at 70,000 at the print of the Market Cypher B bearish divergence. He took profits all the way under 50k, so 28% trade. And he's on 100x. So his highest take profit level was 2,800%. Let's go. Yeah, so they just set up an office in Dubai, and it's the nicest office I've ever seen. So I will be popping in there pretty soon, having some trading workshop events in there, and maybe I'll even live stream from there. Oh yeah, I need to say what's up to my homie. Yeah, so this is not a 10-minute stream. This is a chill stream. I'm going to be here for a while, so feel free to hop on, hop off. I'm chilling with the YouTube crew today. I'm here. And the 10-minute streams are going to be incoming. I'm gonna throw down 10-minute streams more often. But I've just been building it up. I've been building up, you know, kind of the energy that it takes on a daily basis is a lot. Sounds good. Oh, please do come through. All right, so everybody has seen Aldo's trade, and there was a trigger wave. So this is where, you know, some people decided to go long. I did manage to go long all the way down at the bottom of this wick, and that is because I was looking at the 4-hour chart. And yeah, I entered on this trigger wave right down at the bottom of the 4-hour chart. Such a beautiful trade. Still in the trade. Absolutely loving the P&L. Yeah, I did post on my Twitter. And what I said here was quite important. You know, buying the deep fear, you'll always be rewarded, because Bitcoin and crypto never really stays in extreme fear. And I also tell this to VCs and investors who, you know, want to build funds. It's very important that you learn to get more greedy the more fearful the world is. And this was simple. I used this as an indicator. I entered this trade. I added to this trade. I opened this trade. And you can see that I've literally milked profits. They are realized profits here. And let me show you, you can actually just pull out the Fear and Greed Index as an oscillator. Do you see that? So at these levels, whenever we hit extreme fear, I buy. And have a look here where we were in extreme fear, which is this area here. It is the best possible area. You could have accumulated Bitcoin. And this is on the 4 hour. This is just on the 4 hour. You see that? If you bought the fear there, you went directly into profit. So great for long-term accumulation. And you could have also taken short-term profits. Of course, when you hit almost extreme greed. Are you feeling me? You sell when there's greed, you buy when there's fear. And it's crazy to see even on this time frame. But of course, you should be looking at the daily and higher. So let's go. There we go. You buy the fear. And what I want to show you is the last time we actually hit juicy levels where you would have aped. So have a look here. This is where the extreme fear was coming in. And if you just take buys, right? So if you say, okay, here's where extreme fear started, and you just take buys in this whole area where there was extreme fear. And let's cut that out. So from about here, you would have bought everything in that section, which is quite a lot of buys if you're on a daily DCA bot, because this is 531 days of good prices. And I've also often said to a lot of investors, some of my Russian friends who are not traders in other industries like plastic surgery, but they're investors, they say to me, what's a good level to buy Bitcoin? And I always tell them, 33K and below is a decent level to buy Bitcoin. And for me, if I show you my personal investment chart, yeah, that's usually where I buy Bitcoin. And if we go lower, I continue to buy Bitcoin. And when we come above 33, I stop buying Bitcoin. So when we come down to 33, I'm gonna buy Bitcoin again. Is everybody with me? All right. So it's a very nice price. It's a very nice price. We can see how it is the major support and resistance flip of all of the previous bull and bear markets at this point. All right, I'm loving the crew being here. Of course, hop off if your concentration span is saturated. If you've got other stuff to do not feel rude. We have been on here for over an hour, but yeah, I'm really loving the flow. Okay, so I think let me cruise through the analysis, because it's not just Bitcoin I want to look at today. So let me know if there's any questions on what I've told you. But basically, on the daily, we're waiting for market cipher B to create the actual bull. If you didn't enter, the trigger wave here on the daily is quite juicy still. It's telling us, we're in for a bit of a pump here. It looks like we're going to make a play for the top of this channel. Get a very nice trigger wave here, back up to test the 0 level. And then all we need is for momentum to make a higher low. And we just need price just to come below the low so that we get a bull. I know I said this earlier, but this is really what I'm looking for. All right, so let me quickly show you my zones. The zones have been playing out so beautifully. So well done to the crew for being here consistently, because it really is about being here consistently, finding all the levels of confluence. And as we can see, so this was my first level of support that we identified. And we said, we're going to look for longs in this level if we get bullish divergences. We did not get the bullish divergence. We lost the level. I didn't enter the long here because it was blood. There was no signs coming in to tell us that we should go long. So I didn't. And we can pull up market cipher B. And look here. It was like, no. It was like, bro, don't do anything. Danger. Step back. A change. Look at that. Everything flowed downwards. And here it's so beautiful to see how money flow, turns around. And then when it crosses up, we get this green dot. And yeah, very, very nice and bullish that we're getting a green dot right here. Awesome stuff. And yeah, in terms of the zones, you can see why I entered, because yeah, we were beautifully in my zone. And I was a bit late at the entry. I was here at 52. I should have entered at the bottom of the zone. But what I did was I waited to watch to see if this bottom would hold, because below there is 44. So I didn't want to prematurely jump into the trade. I did end up jumping into the trade when I saw the wick forming. When I saw that we had bounced more than a few percent within a few minutes, I entered the long, and it's really cool to be in 100x long. And just remember, I only entered with $20, already taken more than $150 in profit off the table. So when the markets are going crazy and you don't know if there's going to be a black swan, just manage your position sizing, manage your risk, and you can still make money. No one's complaining about $150 in a day, right? I'm not, that's for sure. I don't mind if I make $3 in a day, as long as I don't lose. Are you with me? And I'm not talking about the position trades. The position trades, we need blood to build them. Okay, so wow, there's too much here. So let me just think what I think is most important right now. We have covered a lot that I wanted to already. Okay, so this is an interesting one. If you're not ready for market cipher, come to the regular, so stick on your weekly time frame, bring up your regular strength index with divergences. So if you really feel like you're not ready for market cipher, please do start to use this indicator, because it really will give you what you need as a newbie to trade beautifully. And it's just called the RSI divergence indicator. And I love it so much because it gives us so much. And we did dig into it yesterday in the global live stream on Bybit. But what I want you to draw in is this line here, which is like a support and resistance flip on momentum. I also want you to draw in this line here, which is, as you can see, another support and resistance flip. And what this shows you is, if you're a non-aggressive investor, you're going to wait for these kinds of spikes and to the downside too. So that's where you do like your extreme investing. So sell half your portfolio. Again, sell half your portfolio. This is where you ape in, you sell your car. Just kidding. You sell something and you buy Bitcoin. And then we have these more aggressive entries, which are at the, the less extreme resistance. Hope everyone's following me. So here's the long, here's another long coming in to see if we'll pump up here. And this is the trend line that you'll look for your ape-in buys. And it's literally, this bottom line is just the 0 line. Oh, I'm sorry, the minus 30 line. Yeah, so very cool. And then of course you've got your divergence is helping you. So if you traded this bearish divergence against the uptrend, you would have won down 20%. And then here it came to the support, as you can see, for a nice pump. And there's the bear. So these divergences do come in. They're absolutely beautiful. Here was a bear and you could still be in that trade. It didn't come back to the entry, and that's 32% down. So you can use a more simple indicator and stick to the weekly for this regular RSI. Okay, I showed you the bull market trend line. I think this is super important. And there's also a kind of sniper trend line here that I want to show you. This line here. Is everybody seeing that? Bullish, right? Bullish. Below the line is only wick. Let's go. And here we can see it was heavy resistance. Broken again, tested as support. This is what I call a sniper trend line, because snipers don't want to be confused. Snipers want to know when to pull that trigger. And there's another one you can pull out. Try get the tippy bottom of the wicks. Alright, so let me not confuse the crew. We're doing well. Okay, so very quickly, lovely to see everyone here. Please do feel free, don't feel rude to hop off. I know we've been streaming now for 70 minutes. Follow the money, let's go. The goal is not to go, let's go. You're right, awesome. True. I mean, in South Africa, $100 is a lot of money. 20 live. Okay, so that's on YouTube. It looks like we have almost 40 across the platforms. Try to drop onto YouTube, because then I can see your comments coming up live. And let's go. Please do smash the likes. I see they are growing. But any stream we hit 50 likes, I'll do a nice giveaway. And if we can start to hit 100 likes in a stream, I know Bybit will up our giveaway rewards. We cannot hop off. Let's go. Okay. So I think right now there's a few things I want to chat about. Let's start now with a little bit of mindset. So I'm just gonna bring up the face, and I look at the camera, and I got like a few notes here on mindset that I want to talk about, because I take this for granted that I spent a lot of my life working on my mind. I spent a lot of my life meditating, going to psychotherapy, doing past life regressions. I meditate for at least an hour or two every single day, and it's become subconscious. You know, I'm in a constant meditative state, and I take that for granted. That equilibrium and how hard that is to actually reach. All right, so the first thing I want to talk about is separating your mindset from the value in dollars of your portfolio. So what your mindset should be, if you're looking at building an altcoin portfolio of accumulation like the whales are, and the VCs, all of the funds, you want to stop thinking about your dollar value, or at least stop letting your dollar value affect your emotions. Because you should be so grateful when your dollar value drops on like a DCA portfolio. You get happy, you get hungry, because you get to accumulate your altcoins at lower prices. You're basically getting a discount. So the first thing is to be able to not feel the fear, because everyone wants you to feel fear, and they all fall into it. They all say, crypto markets are dumping, I'm so scared. All the influencers are saying, I'm wrong, I just lost millions. And that's clickbait. Totally clickbait. You have to learn to separate your emotions from the dollar value. Attach your emotions to how much you want to accumulate of certain altcoins that you're excited about for the future. All right, the second thing I want to talk about is pullbacks in life. So the crypto markets, the forex markets, any kind of assets, and any kind, I would say, of economy experiences pullbacks. And those pullbacks in life and in trading are the biggest opportunities for learning, for growth, for becoming an OG. And just having the FOMO of seeing people buy the fear, selling into fear, it does have to happen for you to really realize that you need to flip your mindset. But if you do get wrecked, if you do say buy over here, and then you see your portfolio go all the way down, don't get depressed and sell more. See it as a learning opportunity. See it as, anything in life. If something happens to you that's bad, you say you get fired from your job or something like that, you can see it as a negative, of course. You can be all inward, was it me? What, did I do something wrong? How am I going to make my living? Or you can try and say, maybe there's an opportunity that's better. Maybe this is the universe pushing me in another direction, and maybe there's something better on my life path. And that does take deep meditation to try and cut out the noise. Think about your goals, what you want. And when something negative happens, make sure that you aren't reacting to it in a negative way. You react to it in the most positive way you can, no matter what it is. How is this possibly? How can I turn this into a positive? All right, and just remember, when there is fear, so when there is black swan, when there are these huge dumps, don't ever think that the whales are scared, because they're not. They're in from 16,000 with millions of dollars. They're in from $10,000 with millions of dollars. They're not scared. They're not fearful. What they're doing is they're flushing the market so that they can, they don't want to buy 70,000 Bitcoin. They want to sell 70,000 Bitcoin, and they do. They want to buy 50,000 Bitcoin. So what they do is they flush the market of paper hands. And, this is something we all know. Diamond hands. A diamond is one of the hardest substances. If you throw a diamond at a window, the window will break first. They use diamonds for engraving, stuff like that. Diamonds are very hard. Paper hands burn, paper hands shrivel, and if you have paper hands, you will never make it in this market as a long-term investor or in any market. You need to have conviction in the coins that you think have use cases, and then you need to have diamond hands. Is everyone with me? So I'm preaching, but I need to preach for a bit. And I see that people are digging it. All right, so there we go. Get knocked down 5 times and get up 6 times. In real life, it really resonates into trading as well. Positive mindset goes incredibly far. Thank you, my brother. Always be positive. And think of it in a logical way. You need your brain to be producing the right chemicals. On a scientific level, if you're anxious, if you're scared, you're producing cortisol. You are not producing endorphins, serotonin, all the lovely things that we need. If you're smiling, if you're happy, if you're loving, if you're grateful, and I always bring it down to fear and gratitude, fear and love. Two basic feelings. If you ever feel fear, try and switch it. If you feel scared, think about what you're grateful for and switch it into love. Not feeling the fear. Let's go. You can never hop off when it's getting good. Usually mind over matter. I do agree, and I never really talk about this stuff, but I do. It's, you know, it's a huge part of my life. I always say touch grass, etc. And for me, the nature is my cathedral. That's my church. That's where I go to pray to the universe by meditating. And yeah, I never talk about it. It's important. I say touch grass, but are we doing it? I'll be touching grass. And yes, yeah, it is a lot in Nigeria for sure. No stress, Jordan, my boy. I'll see you later. Thanks for the motivation. Let's go. Mind over matter. And I'm so happy to see the crew sticking around. This long stream is fun. Alright. You gotta think like those whales. Exactly. Get into the whale mindset. Alright, and let's go. Another thing, it's like pretty cliche, but nothing comes easy, right? So these OG buys, you really have to have the kahunas, the patience, the technical know-how to enter in them. And of course, you're buying into red. If you're gonna get these beautiful trades, you're usually buying into red, let's be honest. And that just takes, serious conviction, and it doesn't come easy. You have to take the risk. First of all, like Elon Musk said, a long time ago, I think, it was Elon Musk that said, the biggest risk is not taking a risk. So yes, we're all about risk management, but you have to risk something, right, in this market. Touch grass, let's go. Oh, Damien, I can't wait to play golf. Let's go. Like, when is it happening? When is it happening, my brother? Imagine how much grass we can touch. I'm just going to be lying on the golf course, kissing the ground. Andy in the building. What's up, my brother? So, Andy, as you can see, we're having a very, very chilled chat. And let us know how it's going with 4 a.m. I know you've been doing some amazing stuff. And I really do want to chat to you guys about the channel, how you can help me, etc. Reach a bigger audience. Alright, thank you for the session. Hey, let's go. Lovely to see Andy. And yeah, there's some amazing screenception. There's some really awesome events coming up in South Africa, so we have to have you there, Andy. And I love your profile pic. Dude, it's so cool. Yeah, when the sun's out again, we're going to braai at my place in Camps Bay, overlooking the ocean. Everyone is welcome. Shot for the session. Okay, so let's finish off on the mindset. Okay, and the last thing about the pullbacks is remember that the previous bear market pullbacks have actually been your major opportunities. And of course the fear, like when everyone's in fear, they really are your opportunities. Even if you started to buy here, remember I said that for me, 33,000 is usually where I start to invest. And I did. I bought at 33 and I even went into a loss here. But I kept buying, and here you can see the smile curve that I always talk about. This is where you want to be as an investor. All of these buys are so high in profit. My worst buy is still 75% in profit. Oh, look at that. So ETH Cape Town, we're working on it. It's a bit last minute, but it looks like, I can't say who right now, but we have a Bybit representative coming to South Africa to speak at the ETH Cape Town event. We are also sponsoring a trading workshop. So it's even worth traveling. If you're anywhere in South Africa, if you're in Nigeria, let me know. I might even be able to get you a ticket. And yeah, I mean, it's just such a lovely collaboration that's happening there between the Bybit South Africa team and the ETH Cape Town team. And we can thank Jordan for that. I know Jordan did hop off, but he is the one. Yeah, and I'm considering also sponsoring a booth at Crypto Fest. Let me know if we should do that again this year. Alright, so yeah, best opportunities are the pullbacks. And remember what happened in COVID. You know, it's terrible, like it's horrible, it's bad for people, for the economy, it hurts, whatever. But I'm so happy in a way for myself that we didn't moon here, because I wouldn't have kept buying here. And I did buy here, and that's a gift. That's a discount. I have big profits now. And yeah, as long as you can see the very negative feeling situations as positive hurdles. I mean, anyone who was actually able to buy in the COVID dip. So beautiful. I do know one person in particular in this dip. He sold his house, and you know, that's never my strategy ever, to sell your house and buy. I think you can't predict the markets. That's a bit silly. But he recently bought 5 houses. So sometimes it works, right? So much been happening, it's true. I can hardly keep track at the moment. All right, what about Gambia? So we are actually right now building a Bybit Gambia community. We're talking about doing Gambian events, and we are going to have a Gambian community AMA in this channel, on this channel. Close my short-term matic. All right, I'm glad you're milking the profits there, and just keep that position trade open. Oh, I know it's big dreams. I know it's big dreams. All right, so I've been talking a lot. Let's get into it. All right, so what I quickly want to show you, in case you're not convinced that we're in a very historical time right now. Oh, it's actually on TradingView. So this is a chart that I would add to your favorites, and I wasn't super aware of it until now. So have a look at this. So this is what they call the Volatility Index on the S&P 500. So the S&P 500 are the US tech stocks. So like all US tech stocks, like Nvidia, all of them together. And what we can see here is this is a beautiful chart. So let's go back to the monthly. Yeah, so he sold a house and his family was like sleeping on couches at friends through the bear market, through the bull market. And then he bought, like, he has 3 brothers. He bought each one of them a house. So yeah, it does happen, but it's not my style of trading, because he could have lost his house, you know. Technically, he could have lost it. There was the risk. All right, you know, he just has such, yeah, he had this maximalist mindset, which can work out sometimes. Okay, so what I want to note here are the highs on the volatility index. So let's see where we came to here. 65. Do you see that? We peaked at a volatility of 65. And I'm going to draw a straight line out from there. And yeah, a lot of influencers were saying, you know, this is a massive black swan event because we haven't hit these levels since our previous black swan event. So literally, this was the 2008 financial crisis that rocked the world. And that was a black swan event. So when you see volatility going up like this, the only way that volatility can reach these levels is through capitulation. So that's a bit scary. Whenever you see this chart reaching these levels, it means capitulation is taking place. And what we can see, so this was COVID, the last black swan event. And we can see that we have reached the levels of black swan volatility. You know, jets going from America across the world. We have Russian forces moving over the globe. We have Iran militarizing. So yeah, volatility going absolutely nuts. And it's a time to realize that, you know, we wait years for this kind of opportunity. It's been 4 years, peeps, since we've seen this volatility. It is extremely historic. It is black swan. Now is the time when you can get OG opportunities. When Bitcoin is at 100K, you want to be that whale, right? Who bought at 30K the last time it bounced at 30K. And yeah, when I see this kind of volatility, and we can see this candle, it's not really chilling out. It's been very low volatility. And now, yeah, we've still got this monthly candle with 22 days to close. So just be aware that volatility could pick up again in this candle. And Bitcoin could dump to 30K. You know, like say Iran now bombs the US. Say Iran bombs the US. I don't even think that is unlikely. If that happens, Bitcoin's going to tank because everyone's going to be shit scared. Yeah, no, the VIX is really, really cool. Okay. Oh, yeah. So I'm going to talk about XRP now. Let's go. The stable coins are finally coming back to the market. So I know you hopped on a bit late, Andy, but we were talking about my XRP DCA bot, which is finally in profit. And yeah, I very much have a note here to look at the news. So for those of you who aren't XRP army and very aware of the news, start to get stoked. And I even have to tell some of my SA friends who have XRP who aren't, you know, as on it, to check their portfolios. But let's have a look here. So let me just break it down here. Basically, there was this whole spiel about XRP. XRP has been accused of being a security without the correct compliance, legislature, everything, basically risking everyone's assets. And the SEC, the Securities Exchange Commission, decided to look out for the public by suing them and, you know, making sure that they can't destroy people's wealth. So that's where the SEC was coming from. And Ripple said, you know what, we're not a security. Like, we're here as cryptocurrency for payments and use case. And they've never really been about long-term holding. XRP is all about use case. So it's almost like they don't even mind just being a stablecoin. But what they've always focused on is transaction speed, security. That's why they have a key. What do you call it? A tag, a memo. Which makes people sometimes lose money if you don't use the right memo, but it's an extra security feature. And yeah, basically what's happened now is so bullish. It's so bullish. The judge reiterated her view that Ripple's programmatic sales of XRP to real clients through exchanges did not violate federal security laws. Let's go. And as this dropped last night, XRP pumped 25% instantly. So yeah, they have to pay 125 million, and this was a $1 billion case. So 125 million is this beautiful victory that is being celebrated, because 125 million for XRP is like a sneeze. It's like, there's your 125 million. Let's go. So yeah, let's look at the XRP chart. And actually there were a few charts I wanted to look at before altcoins, but because XRP is in the news, let's look at it. And how is everybody feeling for the length of this stream? Is this too long? Is this too long? Or like, is it chill? Can we keep going? So my chart is a mess on the monthly because I've been trading this coin, trying to accumulate in this zone. Oof, look at Thor's hammer coming in on the monthly. If we print this monthly candle, yes, there are 23 days left, but is everyone seeing this hammer with this massive liquidity wick down here? Let's break this top of the channel. Let's smash this 86 cents level. And yeah, this for me, it's inevitable. We're going to hit that 86 cents, baby. And then we still have, so from there, we're still looking at quite a nice 42%. And then I have another take profit. I hope I'm still in my XRP position trade on my sub. I must check. Okay, but what I want to do is clean up this chart. Let's properly analyze this. Okay, so you can see where my major buy level was at 50 cents. And yeah, that's where some of my investors that I work with have been buying. And very nice to see that now we are above our average buy price by 17%. So things are just really, really looking up for us. Okay, and this is, in my opinion, like such a bullish structure. Look at the accumulation that has gone on there in the indecision. And if we keep on this monthly time frame and we just pop a long trade here, so obviously your long trade should be lower down, but let's just go from current price up to all-time high, stop loss below floor, below swing low. We can still get a risk to reward ratio of 1 to 3. And yeah, be a sniper for those entries. So we can see that RSI right now on the monthly is right in the middle. It's not ideal, but with XRP, you're hardly going to see any other signals. Weekly in the middle, you don't enter. Stochastic actually looking a little bit overboard. So for those of you who aren't familiar, please do bring up on your charts. You can see at all times I have these two ready and available. So stochastic RSI as well as regular RSI. Stochastic is looking not so fun. Regular on the daily, on the weekly also, like a sit on your fingers time. And this is where we're going to snipe the trade. So daily also, it is not a trading zone at current. We're pumped. Like if anything, yeah, here was the buy. Here was the bullish divergence, and we're waiting for that kind of signal. Here was the rhyme of the regular stochastic, the stochastic RSI and the regular RSI in oversold territory. That is one of our levels for confluence for an entry, and we can see, so that was the last entry. So just be patient here. That entry is 50% up. And to get that entry again, all you have to wait is here was the short. So you see that the stochastic and the regular RSI is at the same place. And of course, we got the tweezer pattern there sending us down too. And that was the short. So there you could have got 31% down And then, yeah, when stochastic is so oversold, we can see that regular didn't even come down to oversold, which is bullish. But just keep in mind that it could be a front run. We might need to come down to actually touch those oversold levels. But let's go down to the 4 hour. So here we see why I'm not going long now. I'm going to wait. And this is where I'm going to snipe it, peeps. We can see that the next trade here is coming. It's coming for XRP, and I'm going to get it. We're going to get it as a crew. And I'll even drop it as like a signal on my Twitter, which I never do. You know, I don't like signals. I like training people to generate their own entries. But yeah, I am training myself to start with signals in the Discord. And I'm only going to let people use my signals once they are pro traders. So I have an interesting strategy there. I don't want people piggybacking on signals and getting wrecked, because, you know, you have to learn to trade on the platform first before they take signals, or you'll wreck yourself. And then you blame the signal provider when it's not their fault. Okay, so here we go. On the 4 hour chart, we have a rhyme of the regular and the stochastic. That was your long, and we can see how it was confluence for me to enter my long trade. Absolutely awesome. And now we are seeing that the 4 hour is not coming in yet to the oversold. We can see that stochastic is into overbought. Stochastic is very much overbought. So I'm just going to be patient here on the 4 hour time frame. I'm going to wait for price to come all the way down back to the oversold levels on both of these and give us a rhyme in those areas. Right, so I always try to rush for time, but I feel like we're doing better with the flow because I'm taking it slowly. I'm not worried about having a stream that is too long. I must say I'm not going to do much longer. So let's smash it. Let's smash it. And XRP, yeah, I think that's good. We're going to wait on the 4 hours until we see the rhyme, until we see the bullish divergences, etc. Okay, so alts I want to look at: TRB, Pendle, Render, and Ton. Those are really my high conviction bets right now. Position trades I want to build. You can see the Pendle position trade is lovely. Let's go. Lovely stuff. So welcome. Oh, peace out, my brother. I know, I mean, these streams are hop on, hop off as you can. No stress at all. All right, let's go. Love the stream length. Since I'm at work, I don't miss all the important info. Oh, cool. So you can just work and listen. That's so cool. RIP SEC. And I mean, I think Gary Gensler was ripped already once Trump said that if he gets voted in, the first thing he's going to do is fire Gary Gensler. And then all of a sudden you saw his voting power go up. Like, everyone hates that guy. All right, smash the like button. Let's go. Now we're vibing out here. We're vibing out here. All right, so what I want to look at quickly, before we look at altcoins, we need to do our due diligence. So first we look at fear and greed. We see, okay, wow, we're actually at 20. So like the bias on everything right now is kind of long, kind of a long bias, because there's extreme fear, meaning that big money is going to want to step in to certain altcoins at this time. So what I like to do from there is go to the altcoin season index, where we'll see just how much of an altcoin accumulation zone it is, because all of the focus is on Bitcoin, right? All of the focus. So this is when the altcoins are not being given the focus that they should. They're undervalued. And it's the time that you can take so long to build your altcoin portfolio. And when I see all of these beautiful coins that I love, Injective, Avalanche, even ICP, I love ICP, Matic, SHIB, these are not bad coins. To be in the top 50 performers, you have to be brilliant. So what you're seeing here is highly useful, fundamentally useful coins at very low prices. 63% down on FET over 90 days. GRT, the graph, 54% down. Is there HBAR? There we go, HBAR. I really believe in HBAR, I really do, and it's 50% down over 90 days. So this goes hand in hand with buying the fear. When I see the blood, I want to drink up the blood. And literally, I focus on these lower ones, near, with, atom, these lower ones. So I'm not too into adding memes to my portfolio. And then we see that ADA is doing well, Link is doing well, Uni's doing well. I mean, it's crazy. These are actually outperforming BTC. So Sol is doing incredibly well. Just millions and millions flowing through. XRP pumping. And of course we see Ton doing so well and so happy with my TON DCA. Okay, so part of the due diligence of trading altcoins at all is to first look at your USDT dominance. Okay, so I'm going to just leave this chart up quickly while I have a sip of liquid so I don't lose my voice. I'm going to be doing long streams. I must remember to drink. So I'm going to zoom out here to the weekly on the USDT dominance. So the market cap, basically. And just have a look what's happened here. It's pretty gnarly. 1 second. No stress, my bro. This is a long one. Smash that like button. 15-minute big candle. Yeah. Crazy stuff. All right, so drop them in the chat now. Is anyone OG when it comes to USDT dominance? Can anyone tell me what is happening on this chart? Let's go. Yep, the channel exists. And this is for me just so important to note. So we can see how there is an extremely clear channel here on USDT dominance. And I know this chart's a little bit big brain and difficult because you have to flip it, right? So if you look here, it says market cap USDT dominance over the crypto cap. So what that means is it's taking the crypto market cap, it's taking the USDT. And remember, USDT is only 1/2 of, I would say 1/3. So you have USDT, you have USDC, and then you have all the others, USDE, USDB, whatever. And we can see that USDT is the biggest. Tether is the biggest. And what we saw that was so beautiful is USDT trading volume. I don't want to get it wrong, but there was some kind of fact like USDT trading volume surpassed BTC and Ethereum and Solana trading volume. So pretty crazy and very nice chart to look at. This will really give you some super OG insights because this is a leading indicator into the crypto chart. Channel very much still valid. That's what we're looking at. No idea. All right. Glad to see you learning. Okay, lovely to see the crew here. Please do smash the likes. I see we're almost at 20 likes. Not bad. Okay, so first thing to note, when this chart is going up, BTC is going down. When this chart is going down, BTC is going up. So what we see here is basically a flippening, and you can actually just flip this chart upside down if that makes it easier, but you shouldn't. You should understand, the concept here. And we can see that I nailed it. I love it. I nailed it literally to exactly where I thought this was going to pump to before turning around. And what's so great here is if you're looking for a long trade, you watch USDT dominance pumping, right? And then when it comes to its resistance, when it starts to wick, when it starts to bounce, that's when you can enter your long. Is everybody with me? And this could be devastating. So this is also a reality check. That this dump now, where we saw so much blood and everyone started to capitulate and everyone freaked out and it was a black swan event and all of that, it's nothing. We ain't seen nothing yet if we look at where our next major support and resistance flip is. This was a pump of USDT dominance of 43%, and we saw Bitcoin crash 15%, something like that, because of course, if USDT is growing, it means that some of that is coming out of Bitcoin and crypto in general. So not just Bitcoin, but all crypto. Altcoins too. And we can see here that, this is all the resistance. This is the median line resistance. And then this is the actual top of the channel. And what we're seeing here is that it's kind of likely that this dominance visits the top of the channel. And that's just a reality check because that's what we would see if we saw Bitcoin at 33K. Is everyone following me? Maybe even here we'd see, 40s and 30s. Here we'd see like a wick down to 25K, 19K. So just be aware that that might happen, and that would be the most OG buy you could get. And you'd come back up to the top of the channel and you take the profits. Okay, so I know that's a bit confusing. And from there, you go straight to Bitcoin dominance. Okay, so this is different now, right? So now you've got the market cap of BTC on the left of the pair. So now you're looking at Bitcoin dominance against the crypto cap of altcoins. I think this chart is actually Bitcoin market cap against the market cap of all altcoins, including Bitcoin. Yeah, but lovely to see how all of the emphasis right now is on Bitcoin. We are 57% dominant on Bitcoin, and we've come up right perfectly to that level. And the way that this chart works is to basically understand where to balance your Bitcoin into your altcoins, etc. And it looks like we might be seeing a rejection here of Bitcoin dominance. We can see we're coming up to a resistance flip, and this could mean that monies could start to flow out of Bitcoin into altcoins, and this is where we'll see our altcoin season. Bitcoin dominance comes down, but remember, on the cheat sheet, Bitcoin price still needs to come up. So focus needs to move from Bitcoin, investment focus needs to move from Bitcoin to altcoins, while Bitcoin price continues to go up. Another OG chart to just try and come to terms with. And then, of course, I love the total 3. I think a lot of you have seen me use the total 3 because it's very cool. Like, it excludes Ethereum and BTC. So it's all of the gnarly rodeo altcoins market cap. And I have been saying for a while, just be very careful with your altcoin portfolios, get out of the meme coins that you don't like, etc. Because if we lose this cliff, it's a dip down, and it's literally happened. I also think that this is a front run, that technically we should come down to this median level. We could see a lot more blood on alts, and what if we come down to this level? It'll be extreme blood on alts, and actually these are your buys, right here and right here. Okay, so I'm speeding up a little bit, and then let's go to ETH against BTC. So Ethereum is really struggling, and we'll look at the Ethereum chart now. I mean, you see BTC like pumping, doing so well, Ethereum really tanking, struggling. It's like, what's going on? What's going on? Yeah, BTC is pumping. I mean, I think we're going up to the weekly. We're going up to the weekly support and resistance around 60k. It's juicy. It's a lovely trade to be in. Thank you, Amana, for keeping me up to date there. All right, so when you see Ethereum tanking against Bitcoin in terms of dominance, it actually shows you that you could, and this is where balancing comes in. So Crypto Pova, if you are still here, I really missed this live stream. I feel so good being here. Okay, so Crypto Pova, if you are still here, this is the OG way to swap between coins. So you pull up the chart of the coin against itself, and then you use these kinds of levels. So when you see the bull, you can see we're not quite at the oversold level for ETH against BTC. But when we are, it can be a nice time to take some of your BTC and put it into ETH. And then the opposite here. So I hope everyone's with me, and we can really see this in the Ethereum price. And look at the Ethereum price, it's struggling. It's really struggling. It did bounce from our very nice support level at 2,000. And I would say could easily be more blood here for Ethereum. But just keep in mind that the daily is just about to come out of its oversold. It hasn't pumped into the long like BTC, so it might be a little bit more delayed on that. And there is this kind of indecision. Like, are the ETH ETFs successful or not? Like, is it a fail? I don't think it's a fail at all, because there's been awesome volume flowing through them. So I do think it will be positive for ETH. But remember what we talk about, buy the rumor, sell the news. This is it. Like, we're still in sell the news. This was buy the rumor. We're still in sell the news. And eventually the fundamental uses of the ETFs are going to have an effect, because there's going to be institutional money coming in when they do want to buy. And I do believe in the long term, it's going to be good for Ethereum. Not financial advice, but Ethereum's not going anywhere. Oh, and I can't wait for ETH Cape Town. Okay, so one thing I quickly want to mention before we do some quick altcoin analysis, we can't keep going much longer, 15 minutes max. I think 2 hours is as long as we can go, right? But yeah, for any, oh, we're still watching. Let's go. So I hope you've taken note of how to use a chart to swap, and look at the chart ETH against Solana, because I know you're swapping those, and if you just use your overbought oversold levels against each other, you basically trade the coins against each other. Okay, I just want to show it to the VIPs. So if there are any VIPs in South Africa, or any person in South Africa who feels like they should be a VIP, there's no details on here, so I can show you the front. But let me know, because now we have opened up the Bybit card to VIPs in South Africa. So if you are a VIP, I can get you a Bybit card, and it's a game changer. So please, let me know. I can put you in touch, and I can make it happen. We're getting there, Kitana. I mean, for me, it's not about the destination. It's really not about the destination. It's about the journey. Sol ETH on the weekly. Right, so I don't think we're going to get into Sol against ETH, but let's at least look at Sol. And then the next stream, we'll look at Sol against ETH. All right, so vote for me right now. Let's go. Solana, TON, Render, Pendle, TRB, or any altcoins you want to look at. Drop them in the chat. Let's go. So I do want to look at TRB, because I think this is a cool one. I really hope this trade hasn't popped off yet. Yes, okay, it hasn't popped off yet. So this is the trade that I'm looking at on TRB. And I will open this very transparently. I will drop the entry on my Twitter when I do open. Why isn't this loading? Okay, anyway, let's start again here. All right, so I've got my sniper line. There's one line I'm watching, and it's so cool that we've actually been given a little bit of a better chance here. So all we're looking for is a break of this line, and then when we come down, we need to test it with volume, and that's where our trade will be. So here we didn't enter, because there was no volume and there was no bullish divergences. And really the major entries come from extreme support and resistance and from these rhymes. So you could have gotten into the current best entry if you used the regular RSI against the stochastic RSI. And I'm just being patient here, because I think there's a beautiful trade waiting here for all of us. We just need to be super patient, and what I'm going to do is stick to the daily. I'm going to stick to my market cipher B. Gotten the green trigger wave, but we have not gotten the bullish divergence like here. See, this bullish divergence was invalidated straight away by a red dot. This one wasn't, so this is what we're looking for. This is a very nice bullish divergence, and that's where we want to get into a trade, so we're going to profit instantly. We never see any red. Let's be honest, none of us want to see red. Like, for the position trades we need red, but for swing and for intraday we don't want to see red. We want OG, we want wick trades. So what we're waiting for is higher momentum with lower price, and we're going to get a beautiful entry here, so just be patient there. All right, let's try to do a few altcoins. I'll turn the music up to get my blood flowing, and honestly, I'm amazed. I'm so grateful. I can't believe y'all have stuck around with me for 2 hours now. I see almost 40 live. Big ups, peeps. Big ups, peeps. That takes serious concentration. This is not small brain stuff. Okay, so Pendle is, as you can see, I have entered the trade. Let's go. Finally, let's go. Entered the Pendle trade from the bottom of the golden pocket on the larger range, and we are in the trade. Let me just quickly put my trade in. So my entry price is $2.02. I'll turn the music up on my speakers so it gets me pumped. There we go. And I'll turn it up for you. Just let me know if it's too loud, but the noise gate should do us justice. Taking notes, let's go. Yeah. So I'm all about open interest, and that's how I got my last short scalp. And I see here, if I look at my notifications, I'm just looking for the last one. Oh, I think I opened Bybit, so I lost notification. But there was one. Oh, there we go. Okay, so these are my strategy alerts, and I'll actually show you on the screen. So there you see the strategy alerts, where it tells you what's up, and it says there BTC price spikes by 1% within 5 minutes 12 minutes ago. BTC price spikes by 1% within 5 minutes 18 minutes ago. So we're pumping, this is what it's telling us. We're pumping hard, very nice. And then that alert is gone. But a few hours ago, it said that open interest has decreased by 5% within 1 minute. And yeah, that shows that this uptrend, it could slow down. Open interest has decreased. And remember, open interest decreasing means people are getting out of positions voluntarily and involuntarily. So the short squeeze is working. The short squeeze is liquidating people who shorted into the blood too late. Let's go. Is this a new subscriber? Roshni. Wow, welcome. Roshni Rao. So let us know, how long have you been trading crypto? Where are you from? I love to know everyone in my crew. And Gary token I've not heard of, so we'll analyze it shortly. Hey, so beautiful. Thank you. I mean, this is why I'm here. I love it so much. Okay, so let's look. Pendle, I mean, is looking juicy. What was the $2.02, right? Okay, cool. So it's quite a nice entry I've got there. We'll put it there, $2.03. And I'm looking at above all-time highs because Pendle is new to the industry, and I do think Pendle is a game changer. Very big brain. Go and learn about it on CoinMarketCap. Do your due diligence. But I would like to have my stop loss below, because this is, for me, is a position trade. You can see it's on my copy trading. It's on very low leverage, and I'm building a position trade portfolio into the blood on the alts, and this is part of it. And our entry is picture perfect. So the only thing I'm concerned about is adding here. So I need to be able to add here if we do come down here, because if this isn't a golden pocket reversal, then it's an Elliott wave down to the bottom and then up. So that's why my stop loss is so low. You can see the risk to reward ratio is still beautiful. Okay, let's talk about render, because I think render is, you know, one of the things like that blockchain should be used for. Let's try find another exchange here. Oh, they changed their contract, so now all of the charts are gonna have no info. Oh, that is so annoying. Okay, so we can't see previous price action on this chart. We have to go chart the other token, but it would have been taken down now. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, anyway, we can see render's giving us some opportunities here, and I do think it's hugely fundamentally useful. All right, let's go to TON. TON is like the elephant in the room on all of our brains. Here we go. If it's fundamentally useful, it will bounce even harder than Bitcoin bounces. And have a look at this beautiful trigger wave. It was not a bullish divergence because it was lower momentum. So what we're likely to get here is a bullish divergence here, higher momentum, lower price. Woo! That is going to be juicy. And this, we just have to be so careful, because please, everyone take note that this asset is extremely overbought. Like it's 196% up since it started pumping. So just be very careful with this asset. And the main way to go here is DCA. And then buy the dip if we do manage to come down to these levels. That's where you want to start buying. But I'm just going to put this here, DCA, because for me, it's a dangerous one. If you are very experienced, smash it. But yeah, you want to get these entries where the RSI comes down to rhyme with the stochastic. I don't even need to look at the indicators to know. When I see a wick like that, of course, the RSI rhymed with the stochastic. 5 levels of confluence for every trade. Is everyone with me? Okay, we are almost done. And yeah, it's trending hugely because it's so useful. 900 million users on Telegram. So the potential for scaling is gigantic. And the reason they're doing it is because fiat can't hold up. I mean, Telegram Premium has been notoriously glitchy to purchase using fiat, and now moving over to blockchain, it just works. All right, no, we also have to go. It's been too long. We're going to hop off in 5 minutes. So thank you, Mr. Dennis. And drop your other channel. Drop your lifestyle channel, because I know you're focusing on that now. And everyone, please do give him a follow. Okay, so we're almost done. Quickly, let's look at Solana. I mean, it's another overpumped one. Usually I like to give the crew assets that are very low. But this is kind of cool because it's actually giving us another opportunity by coming down to this bottom channel of the symmetrical triangle. And I'm pretty sure this was a Fibonacci. So we'll end it off here. And I haven't analyzed Gary token before, so I will. Ton listed on Binance today. All right, so it's going to trend it. I mean, that's opening it up to millions of new users. Why isn't it already listed on Binance? But anyway, that's probably strategic. So yeah, there could be a long there, but just be careful, just be careful. And here we can see that our levels are perfect on Solana. We don't need to change anything. We just need to make sure we take the OG trades. And let's just have a look here at the Fibonacci retracement. I mean, you cannot make this up. It came down to the center of the golden pocket. And we'll leave it at that. If you know how to draw your Fibonacci from the bottom of the trend, you are Gucci, right? You are Dolce & Gabbana. All right, thank you everybody for being here. I probably left some stuff out, but it's been 2 hours. So yeah, I will be starting some very quick fire 10-minute streams. It's going to be hard for me to do 10-minute streams because I love to go very in depth. But yeah, please do smash the likes if you are here. I see 21 likes, that's awesome. And after the stream is done, if you really want to support me, drop a comment on the replay so we can push the algorithm. And share it from Twitter. Let's make this community huge. All right, I love to see it, but I do have to hop into a very important meeting. All right, so I will have a look. Web3 streaming, very nice, 200 million users. Okay, so I have the notes on Gary. I will do my fundamental analysis and then I will bring it to the crew. Thank you everybody for being here. I do believe we should end off. All right, so thanks again. And please do remember, very important, touch grass on the weekend. Do not become a decrepit soul always trading. And please remember, always play from a position of power and strength. Use your stop loss and do not get wrecked. Thanks again everybody for being here. I will see you in the next stream. Remember to hit the bell for notifications so I can stream at any time and have my crew here. And once again, much love and respect. Goodbye, crew.